Hey, so welcome. I am coming to you today with a video where I was taking down my hair. I know the mirror is dirty. I'm about to flip it around, but I just wanted to start it off. Yes, I had just took down that crochet hair. If you've seen me recently in videos, you saw that I had that hair. And so I'm just discussing how I'm getting back to taking care of my hair, how I've been using and abusing it for the past since pretty much since like April or May. I've been just like doing my hair to put some other hair on top of it and just treating my hair like it's not the prize. And I'm done with that. So here's my story.
I cut my locks. Now, I did cut my locks to try out to learn my loose natural hair again because I spent 7 years in locks. So, this is not. I gotta. I'm gonna do all the detangling stuff in the shower. I'm gonna do it in the shower because I'm tired. I feel like I've been working on this. I've been working on this for a long time. I've taken this down and I'm just tired. This is a braid, but getting the crochet out was a mess because I don't be taking care of the crochet hair neither. So it was all tangled and matted. So yeah, I think this week is just gonna be getting my hair really detangled, putting it in a stretched state. I would like to blow dry it. I don't know if that's gonna happen today, just with everything else I need to do today, but at least get it into a better state than this. Now, um, another one of my things that I'm doing for the fall is saving money, decluttering. And both of those things are relevant in this because what I was about to say is I'm going to use the products that I have. I'm not going to, I'm going to buy a new product, but I'm going to use what I got first. So, after this, before I go in the shower, I'm going to gather the products that I have and I'll tell you what I'm using. Okay, so here are some of the things I got to choose from. This is leave-in conditioner that I got a little bit of. And this is a leave-in conditioner that I got a little bit of. This one's my favorite. I'll probably use that one. I got about a teaspoon of this Wash Day, Wash Day Moisture Mask. So in this, I'm going to put this, which is a vitamin treatment. I'm going to put it in there because I'm going to mix this
I left this stuff on my hair too long and my hair was too moisturized. I really should have did a
together
protein treatment after all of this wear
with
and tear I had
this
done on my hair.
and have a as my deep conditioning situation for today. Now I don't know if you're supposed to do all that, but that's what I'm doing. Now that's what I'm gonna deep condition with today. Use those products up. But before I deep condition, I'm going to wash my hair. I'm gonna start with this. I think did I like this? I don't know, but that hair that I had up here was from when I was in the Dominican Republic, and I would like to go ahead and wash all of that away. So I'm going to start there, maybe, or am I gonna start with the detangling? Again, this is a part of me learning and some stuff. So like, yeah, you can watch tutorials and stuff like that, but some of it is learning what your hair likes. Some of it for me is remembering what my hair likes because I be forgetting. Oh, I got this in my lap. This conditioner is really good for detangling. I'm gonna put a little on there, but I really shouldn't put much because I don't have much left in there. And yeah, I'm probably gonna empty this out in the shower. But that's good for us because next week, what I do want to do is I got these flexi rods, and I've been wanting to do a flexi rod set, and I really want to work on perfecting my styles for the fall.
I still haven't done the flexi rod set, but I'm getting to it. I'm letting my hair rest a little bit, but
And
we have
stuff like
all
that.
fall. We have all fall
Rather
and
than
winter
being a
to
flexi rod
try it
set.
out and
So
beyond.
um we're gonna get some new products for that. Well, some new shampoo and conditioner products, I guess, for that. I'm also going to use this. I love this shampoo, whether I'm using the conditioner or whatever or not. I love this shampoo.
I did not record like the detangling and stuff like that. It was just a serious matter. My hair was
It's
so
so
in a
like
mess. When I
creamy.
seen y'all
It's just
again,
so
I
good.
had done all I needed to.
I know it don't look like much, but my hair feels so amazing right now. I put some grease on my hair. I haven't greased my scalp in probably like 15, 20 years.
And my scalp was itching the whole week with that stuff, with that medicated stuff. My
When
scalp
I took
likes to
time to
breathe. It doesn't
detangle,
like anything on it. And that's just the case. I can't do nothing about
that I'm gonna show y'all the grease, but my scalp is feeling good. It has some menthol or something in there. It feels amazing. But I gotta go for a walk. So yeah.
So this is what my hair was looking like when I took those 4 or 6 braids I had in my head out. And I really just wasn't feeling it. Part of it is I have to get used to seeing my hair again after having that crochet synthetic hair in that's more density, more length, all of these different things, a different texture. I have to get used to my own texture again. Another thing, I do need my ends clipped, but I can't do it all in one day. I can't do it all in one day. So I decided to just try again, do something different. I tried with these flexi rods. Now, I shouldn't have wrapped them all the way to the top because that was terrible to sleep in. And I think I want to get some smaller. I've seen the people they use these like little rod curls to do this kind of braid out with the curl at the end. And I am going to get some of those. I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff for my natural hair because while I'm buying all this little cheap hair and all of that, I could be buying stuff for this hair growing out of my head to play in it. And that is what I'm going to be doing. That is what I'm doing, falling in love with my hair. And so, yeah, I tried this out and you will see what it ended up looking like, you know, tomorrow here in another part of the video. But that's all I got to say.
I messed this up. I took it down before and then tried to put it back. Didn't work. Let's try this one. Will probably be more of an example, yeah, of how it was supposed to look. Because this one, I just did that, messed it up. My hair is not dry. Oops, it's not dry, so it's not gonna probably hold, but I still want to take it down because I'm tired of having the rollers in. So yeah, it's really not dry. I should really stop. Oh, oh. Okay. hmm So basically, I'm gonna probably have to make sure that I like blow dry my hair, um, or something before I start like a takedown process because, and this is just all a part of learning my hair again. So I cut my locks a couple of years ago, and before now, like the newness of not having locks has worn off, right? But up until now, I've been trying to cut that brown. Like it was like some dye in my hair, so I've been like gradually cutting that out. So now that we're like at a place where all the dye is gone, and okay, so now what? because that was the goal. So it's like, now what? And I've kind of gotten reliant on, like, I had a quick weave, then I started doing crochet, and just getting dependent on hair that's not mine. It's yours, you bought it. I already know that story. But what I'm saying is, I want to get to know my hair. I want to learn my hair again, because I already had it figured out, but it's different now. It's not necessarily that my hair is different, it's that I've forgotten. I don't have the same patience, because locks are, for me, are were easier to deal with, were easier to, you don't have to do nothing. Literally, my hair was always done, and me, I don't care about like frizziness or anything like that. So I was a person who, I probably got my locks twisted 4 times a year, and I twisted them, so it wasn't like there was no learning curve. I mean, there was no like nothing to have to take care of or have to think about. And while I might be going back to locks, I am determined to fall head over heels in love with my hair as a loose natural first. I am determined to learn and master these hairstyles. So this probably will be a fail, but we will be trying again next week, because we are going to fall head over heels. This fall, we're falling head over heels with our hair. All over again.
So I literally went all day and my hair still wasn't dry because I over moisturized it and it was mushy. It didn't have the elasticity that it needed because the protein moisture balance was thrown off. So I was just trying to, blow dry it, trying to see what was up. And honestly, as I was taking it down, I wasn't feeling it. Like I still wasn't feeling it. And part of that is just not yet used to my hair, not accepting that my hair is going to perform the way it performs. It's going to perform better if it's in good condition, but it also still has parameters in which it performs. And I have to respect that. And I think that when I start to wear other styles with added things in my hair, I forget that this is not hair that, we're in a partnership. Me and my hair are in a partnership. And I do my part, but it also has its wants and you got to kind of go with it. And that's one of the things that I think people don't want to do when it comes to natural hair is like go with what it's giving you. And so I'm looking, my eyes is looking a little big here because I'm just not feeling it in the moment. And some part of that is just it takes time to adjust. There's an adjustment period that's happening. And part of it is also, again, I need that trim and it just ain't the best braid out I ever did in my life. All of those things are true. And so with that happens, what I want to learn is like this, just okay, so what are we about to do? Because we're rolling with it. This is my hair. And part of me accepting my hair is accepting that I haven't been treating it well for the last 6 months. So don't you dare think that it's supposed to give you the best braid out of your life or give you the exact uh, results you wanted when you ain't did your part. So here's to doing my part in the weeks to come for getting it conditioned and in the right space to perform at its best, not at what I necessarily want it to be, but at its best and finding the beauty in my hair. Finding, seeking out, and enjoying the strengths of my hair.
So at first I wasn't feeling it, but now that I'm sitting with it, I like it a little bit. So what I like about this versus the other time I did the braid out, well, the braid out before I put the flexi rods at the end, as you see that it has a little bump in it, the little curl in it that's making it, not just be so straight at the end, except for the one that I took down. So That gives me more of a curl look, and now I know that. So experiments, it's all experimentation, seeing what's gonna work. You know, I'm excited to do the flexi rod as well. I'm excited to think about how I'm going to lay this or sleep with this tonight to try to, you know, to have something in the morning. Maybe I'll just put it up, maybe I'll retwist, who knows. Um yeah, it's something to. I'm also understanding that my hair is performing differently right now because it is over moisturized. It does need some protein. I should have done a protein treatment, especially with it being in those back to back crochet braid. It's been in crochet styles for probably 2 months. So I should have did some kind of protein treatment and it would be performing better because it's staying wet way too, like it's Wednesday. My hair is still wet a little bit. So yeah, just learning the hair that I have now. That is my overall goal. It's not about, we can't be, you know, length and all that. It's going to grow because yeah. Only reason it, first of all, let's say it already has grown because it's not longer, but I was trying to get the dye out of it, the color out of my hair. Okay, so what I'm saying is all of that was a different color. It's look cute, I know, but all of that was a different color. So yes, as I was trying to get rid of that color, it's grown because the color's gone, and I still have about the same amount of hair. Like it's the same hair. So you know, it's fine. It's gonna grow. And when was this? This was February 15th, 2024. So that's, I've been thinking, I'm over here talking about it's been so many years. It's been not less than 2 years, but look at how much brown I had. Look at how much brown I had. I've grown a whole new set of hair. Whole new set. So that's not the problem. Growth is not the problem. And now that that's gone, and it's not the point either. Again, I just want to be able to master my hair. That's like a byproduct. Growth is a byproduct, but really, I can't really handle much more hair than, you know. Once it gets to a certain length, that's all I hair I need. I don't need a whole bunch of hair. You know, the girls online can always tell you about their hair, but they can't specifically tell about your hair. You're gonna have to try it out and see if your hair like it. So before I close out the video, I just wanted to come back and just talk about some things that I realized as I was going through falling back in love with my hair. Honestly, it happened quick. It happens pretty quick for me. Uh, just kind of based on, I have years of experience with dealing with my natural hair. I was probably loose natural for about 7 years, and then I was had locks for 7 years, and now getting back to loose natural. I'm used to frizzy hair that's like not necessarily the status quo, but when I do go into those other styles, sometimes I forget that my hair is not going to be exactly what I want it to be. It's going to be something, and I can accept that. I can accept it. It actually looks adorable. And when I start to think about what I think of my hair instead of what other people are going to think of my hair, it makes a world of difference. So I just want to leave you with that. What do you think of your hair? Well, how do you feel when you look at your hair? Not what you think other people are going to think when they look at your hair. And people can tell you, "Oh, you need well, it's a little dry. You need your ends clipped." Right. And you know what I'm saying? Have your own opinion of you. And yes, that can be true. Your hair don't have to be perfect for you to like it, for you to just even accept it. You don't even have to like it to accept it. Do you know that? And this is just a journey I want to go on of getting back to learning that yeah, you want to wear your hair. And I also understand having hair on my head makes that easier. Having a certain amount of hair on my head makes that easier. But if you have the inkling to go on a hair love journey, do it.